Okay, hi everybody. This is not a promotion. My mother-in-law gave me a lift home from work, and she had a book on the back seat. I picked it up, had a look at it, put it back down again. Thought I'd come home and tell you guys about it. Okay, so I'm going to read you the synopsis. You can just look at that. The battle to save humanity has begun. Off the coast of Antarctica, a research vessel discovers a mysterious structure buried deep within an iceberg. Entombed for thousands of years, it can't possibly be man-made. But a secretive and ruthless cabal think they know what it is and what it means. The Imari have spent millennia preparing for the return of humanity's ancient enemy. Faced with an extinction-level threat, they believe mankind's only chance of survival will mean sacrificing 99.9% of the planet's population. It's a price the Imari are prepared to pay. Geneticist Kate Warner and intelligence agent David Vale may have a chance to avert the looming catastrophe, but only if they can decode the secrets of the Atlantis gene and unlock the truth about humanity's origins. Very cool. She's got a couple more books there. Go with that. The Atlantis Plague and the Atlantis World. Some other stuff over there. But yeah, I just thought that was a weird synopsis to the story that my mother-in-law's reading right now. Maybe I should have a little chat with her at some point. We'll see. Well, so I was on camera then. Hopefully I'm on camera now. I don't want to say too much more about this at all. Right, but it's the blood over intent. Think about those words. Blood over intent. For myself, that means you're putting the flesh above the will. You're putting your physical needs above your intentions. Blood above intent. No. When we die, we cannot take our blood with us. Do you understand? We can take our intent with us, perhaps. We can never take the blood, the material stuff, with us. Blood over intent is too far off the deep end, and it all goes a bit unbalanced. Do you understand? You've got to find your balance. Cosy, I feel you've gone a bit far, man. Come back. Blood over intent, matter over willpower. The Devil and Daniel Mouse.
Where's the ink? We always use blood. It's more permanent.
Oh, I don't know. Can't we wait for Dan?
Oh, sure. I'll be back next year. Come on, Wheeze.
Next year? Oh, wait, stop, I'll sign.
Much love. Peace and love. Important. Warm plates. Okay, important. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Did I tell everybody I posted 200 of these on my son's paper round? At some point I'll have another 200 and I'll do it again. Peace and love. Every time, what an amateur, I'll run out of space. So yeah, I was just saying I'll allow my brain to do what it does naturally. When I play my computer games, I can turn off one part of my brain while I concentrate, and I'll allow the rest of my brain to just do what it does naturally. I can't remember everything I said now. Typical way. Never mind. Peace and love. I'll get back to you soon. Good morning to you all. Just a quick couple of thoughts I've got to add in. Hope you're well. I certainly hope this is recorded. Now, I've said I will going to be giving this much more thought. I am skimming through the Bible, shall we say, to find references for this. And it's the sun and the moon again. If you still think of the sun as some type of ball up in the sky, are you certain you're not a Helios worshipper still? Let's say, instead of all the round ball games over the last few decades that have been promoted so heavily, let's say games, sports with something different had been heavily promoted. Say ice hockey with its puck. What about even something like frisbee, the discus? If these had been so heavily promoted, maybe people wouldn't be so interested in ball games. I'm not saying the sun is a disc at all. I'm going to tell you now what I think the sun is. I think the sun is the heartbeat. Your heart never stops. Boom, 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 boom. The sun's been going like a heartbeat for as long as, yeah? It's a big long vein and it runs directly through the earth. We are living within its downward stretch. And the moon's like your brain. Your brain needs to sleep, relax. The sun might be a slowly beating heart. But day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night. It's the heartbeat, isn't it? I'm not convinced many people know what's going on yet, or have anticipated all possible outcomes. Even the possible outcomes of, say, Pizzagate and Hampstead. Everyone gets so caught up in the drama of the moment. The reactionary, let's do something. Most of us, if not all of us, forget about the consequences of everything. If for the sun to be a ball, only allow one image, 2, 3 images into your mind. But once you start thinking of it from all the different angles that it could possibly be, I mean, in many ways, look at the tree. Still recording, thank goodness. To look at it just standing there like that, you can't see that roundness. Chop it down, and there it is staring you in the face. There's that roundness, but from a different perspective. When you look at the tree, all you can see is the trunk. I know there are a lot of people who don't like the what ifs, but what ifs are all we have at the minute. We can take some answers from direct experiment, but not all answers. Okay? I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it. You cannot measure a thought. You cannot weigh a feeling. You understand? And we must take this into account when we speak of not only ourselves, but the earth, the sun, the moon, everything. Okay?
And I'm really fed up with people saying that, you know, it's a computer simulation. We're living in an... No, it's the wrong way round, okay? Brains are not computers. Computers are brains. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, that's not hard when it comes down to computers and brains. However, I have contemplated many times the idea that everything actually went tits up, and yes, we are living in a simulation that is trying to work out how, why, where and when, and to try and change it. Not to ever be able to bring it back, but to allow a simulation to run which is almost imperceptible from what would have been. But this only came after. You understand? This can only come after computers. No, stop talking about computers coming first. The sun is a heartbeat. The moon is the mind. The earth is the body. If I can find a good enough image, I'll add a little one in from the Stamets fellas lecture I watched with the pathways, and I'll show you a traffic jam in, what do they call it, time lapse. This is the system within which we live, and it all works perfectly with my circles. The only difference being is that whereas when I draw them on the paper, these circles, they are fixed. You understand? Whereas the matter, the energy, the part of the energy that matters is very pliable. Very pliable. The little drawing I drew the other day of the bone ligament system, I can do that with the circles as well. Where you see the straight lines going across in that way, well, now you need to extend them out. Circle this way, circle this way, a circle above and a circle below. But the circles are so large that we only live on such a small part that it looks completely flat. How about that? Much love to you all. Trying to get a couple of thoughts out. Speak soon.
First there's territorial conquest, and then there is consolidation. This is photographic movies by my friend Patrick Hickey. And then when Patrick produced this, it was a game changer. These are this is hypernucleation. These are bundles of nuclei, hundreds of nuclei per cell, that are streaming through the networks to the mycelium. And at the very tips of the mycelium, it's especially hypernuclear. Notice that they don't all go in one direction. 95% of them go in one direction, and 5% go against the cytoplasm. Now, in a meter diameter...
I'll show you a traffic jam in, what do they call it, time lapse. This is the system within which we live, and it all works perfectly with my circles. The only difference being is that whereas when I draw them on the paper, these circles, they are fixed. You understand? Whereas the matter, the energy, the part of the energy that matters is very pliable. Very pliable.
Even the aeroplanes do it. Man mimicking nature. Man mimicking nature. Man mimicking nature. So Myeikas Place leaves a comment for me, and I did actually address this briefly in the week. I haven't yet uploaded it, but I'm just going to address it again now because it is important to me, and obviously to, I believe her name is Frankie, but I'll refer to her as Myeikas, so everyone knows which channel, Myeikas Place. So she says, "Hi Richard, can I ask you, have you now become aware of the correlation between the simulation of a video computer game and where we are now, how the rule sets work and the way things are? Is this what you are saying, or have I not woken up enough yet, lol?" So yeah, I think you are one of those who have woken up, Myeikas. However, the correlation you and your friends are finding between computers and life, for myself, you have got it the reverse, as you almost have supposed to have done. The chicken and the egg is a complex question that can go on for a long time, but I'm afraid the computer and the brain is not. The brain definitely came first, and computers have since the beginning mimicked brains, and for the decades since they've been around in our everyday lives, whether we know it or not, these computers have every day become more brain-like. The world is not computer-like. However, there is a grid at the bottom of the world, at the bottom of the universe, underlying all things. I have shown it on my videos many times. You have an allusion to it on your little moving thumbnail there. It's not a computer grid. It's a natural grid. As I said before, I call it the Natrix. Okay. If you've been watching some of my videos, you'll know the coincidence idea that pounds itself into me all the time. When I was looking for mushrooms, I suddenly found mushrooms. When I was looking for rats, I suddenly found rats. When you're looking for something, you can tend to find something, and this is that confirmation bias that people tell us to be wary of. I haven't followed you and your friends Myeikas as much as I'd like to. There's so much other stuff to do, and so many avenues I want to reach down into, and this is one of them, and I will have to come back to it when I do have much more time. But the correlation between the simulation of a video computer game and where we are now, this is that freedom of choice I'm talking about that has been taken from us all for centuries by the rich and the powerful. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing magical. Okay, people that worked out that, yeah, there are a lot of people do just like to be told what to do. Okay, and the trouble is, the people that were telling everyone what to do were not the nicest. They didn't have everyone's best interests, just their own. The Natrix is like, you cannot tell a piece of grass where to grow. You can tie bits of string to a sapling to guide its path, but left naturally it will just grow as it should grow, and the Natrix just is. And I know people will not be satisfied with that, and there is an answer to it. I have touched on that before, I will touch on it again. And you know, it's that language thing, because when I say the word, it involves circles, people don't understand what a circle is. People have not yet worked out where the cube comes from, where the relationship between Cleopatra's needle and the cube have a connection. For myself, it is symbolizing the projection that we are into what seems to be a 3D reality. There are no other things, there are no other 4th, 5th dimensions. That's not how it works. I do like the idea of layers, and that goes back centuries. Layers are what we now use on computer games. You understand? They took that idea from nature itself. They just haven't shared it with everyone yet. Perhaps those in charge don't even know it themselves, but somebody does. In my mind, this all comes out so much easier and so much clearer. At some point, Myeikas, Frankie, maybe we should do some sort of hangout, and maybe I can bounce better what I want to say about this topic. But you're definitely awoken, but like I saw, you are still distracted. Okay, I have my distractions, but over the last 15-20 years, I have found a way to put those distractions to one side and allow my brain to do it. Right, let's try and do this before I lose it again. Oh, if anyone want to come and check out some of my videos, like this one, I've only got 3 views, but I've got 2 thumbs up already, so I'll thank you for that. This one's only got 5 views, but thumb up already. They're only short ones, but something I said. So coming back to Frankie at Myeikas Place, allowing my brain to do what it does naturally. When I was a child, I was very, very, very good at word searches. I'm still very good at word searches. And I always found the trick to it hard to explain, even now. But I don't look for the words, I don't look through the list or anything like that. But I look at all them letters in the grid pattern, and I allow my mind to float free, as it were, and the letters just appear to me, the words just appear to me, and I'm like, yeah, there. I've always been good at that, okay? Somehow with playing computer games, I allow my mind to switch off certain parts, and I allow myself to listen to myself. There are some people out there, the unaware, who will say that this switching off and listening to stuff is listening to demons. No, it's listening to yourself, learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your instincts, learning to remember where you put things and how to grasp them when you need them. People are too afraid to listen to themselves. Everyone is distracted into do something all the time. Everyone is so distracted with what other people think, with what other people say, that people have forgotten to listen to their own ideas. It was something along them lines. I did try and remember. Yeah, nothing personal, Frankie. Just nothing more than more thought required, that's all. With all things, man has tried to mimic nature. From learning to fly in the sky, to swim under the sea, to trying to make an artificial brain. The ones and zeros at the bottom of the universe, it looks like it's this and this, but it's not. You're looking at the zero this way and this way, this way and this way. We should do it that way around. He's doing that symbol, yeah, well, fuck yourselves, right? So sideways, directly on, you understand? Look, there's even that heart shape, Mr. Trying to recapture thoughts, not easy. Much love to you all.
Don't forget, when you are ready to hit...
Doesn't that look magnificent?
The final touch.
That looks
that means
delicious.
Sea salt, just here on this side. On both plate, don't forget. Oops. Some pepper, mixed pepper.
Mixed pepper.
And I recommend you the best wine that goes with this kind of dish. It's a white wine, but it must be moelleux.
Sweet.
Little
Sweet
bit sweet
wine.
So, I wish you a bon appetit, my friend.
You too, Bubbles. Bon appetit. That looks absolutely delicious. I thank you for that. Important. Warm plates. Okay, important. Beef juice. Veg. Meat. Potatoes and stuff. Good whisk in there. A little bit of thickening agent. Just as this is starting to bubble, take some juice out of there. Meat, potatoes, hot flames, meat, veg, meat. Ooh. Just goes in there. Very tender. It's slow cooked Irish beef. Okay. Just get a bit in there. And we're back to so for the fussy one, sausages, and beef for everybody else. Oh, and of course I've got to do the ladies' vegetarian corn stuff. It's hot. Yep, beef roast. Dirty side. Clean plate. Oh, thanks, man. Vegetarian. Oh, look, I don't want to start cook fighting. I don't mind. We'll have to wait a couple of days for my next ones. And now I've completely forgotten what I wanted to say. Thank you for your video, Bowls. That was beautiful. So I'm just going to try and find a video of Rory McFizz before I type in his name and go to his channel. You see this red line here? So that red line says you've watched that or you haven't watched something. How far should I go? I can't remember when Rory put his last video out a couple of days ago. You know, before I made a channel, I would do this all the time. I'd just sit there and type in all the names of all the people I knew and liked, but I've got lazy and stopped doing that. Now I just check my subscribe list, and I think Rory's right, they don't always show up. I thought for a little while, sometimes I'll upload my videos really late, I mean like 2, 3 in the morning. And I think that it gets lost in the. I thought it got lost in the feed from the previous day, but I saw a video last time. Where's that video? back to flat, not there. Let me do that. Start again. Two back to flat L's. Yeah, look, there it is. I'll watch that one, I don't know what that says, only half watch. I've missed any more. Only that one, so maybe I just missed that one. Two of the others have been watched. I don't know why some of them only got part watched. Yeah, this one I didn't see come up in my playlist. I should be watching it. Anyway. I don't know if this is on film. And I know it's saying, can you see those little pictures here? Well, even if you can't, they're little skateboard images. And a friend of mine made this for me years ago. It's actually older than my children. I'll just show you now. Look at the tatty old cuffs. It's extremely comfortable and it's lasted so well. I wear it, you know, my lady wears it. It's never really taken a stain. It's not lost too much colour. I'll thank my friend for that. That was a weird time when there was 5 Richards working together, drinking together. It was good buddies, 5 Richards, all called by our surnames. Yeah, my strange jumper. That was it. Watch the lines as they go behind. What does that look like? Oh, a little blob. I wonder. Just check this film out. Time Masters. Awesome.